Did you know that most people only use Photoshop to make basic edits? But today I'm going to show you how to make 4 effects within a few minutes. Effects like this, and a couple more. Hi, I'm Darren Goddard and I've worked in creative production for over 20 years. And on this channel, I share productive, practical tutorials to help you get the most out of InDesign, Photoshop and Illustrator. Let's jump into the first effect. How to place an image inside text. So the first thing you want to do is start with some bold text. Write my layers, and I've got some layer sets here for this tutorial. So image inside text, going to highlight that one. So we've got a nice bold font now. So basically what you want to do is make sure it's bold font, because if you don't, it's not going to get the same effect. With your background image switched on, hold Option on a Mac or Alt on a PC, and then just hover between, and you'll see this little arrow, and then you click, and this now masks the image into the copy. So now you can see the image through the text. The second effect is text cut out of an image. So now we come to the reverse of the previous one. This one's text cut out effect. So basically what we're going to do now is we're going to knock the text out of the image. So a nice bold font once again. Then we hold down Command or Control on a PC to make a selection. We need to inverse the selection. So we go up to Select, Inverse, and then we'll click on the layer, and then we'll make a layer mask. And now you see it's punched out the image, and because I've got this background on here, you can see I can switch this on and off, and it's got a nice cutout of the actual image. The next one is a quick 3D shadow effect. So once again, most of these effects work with a nice big bold fonts. So what we need to do first is add a drop shadow to this shape. So I've got an effect here I applied earlier. Let's turn it on. So if we double click on it, it's a drop shadow on multiply with like a grey at 45% opacity and an angle of 90 degrees. So you can follow these settings, or you're free to make whatever ones you like. So we'll just OK that, and then what we do now is we select the layer and hold down Option or Alt on a PC and just click the up arrow, and as you can see, it's duplicating the image and it's giving you a 3D depth effect. Obviously you can go as far as you like depending on how deep you want the image to look, but I think this is quite an easy 3D effect to apply very quickly. If you're enjoying the video, please hit the like button, because it helps the algorithm so much and makes the other viewers find the channel. The next effect is double exposure. So what we're going to do here, we're going to have like an old effect where we make a double exposure, like you had an old camera and you'd expose it twice on the film. So I'm just going to open that folder. So I've got a man sitting at a desk. So then with your top layer selected, we're going to play with the blend modes. So we're going to go down to either screen or lighten, because I find these are the best ones. So lighten, and then we can reduce the opacity. And as you can see, you can just see the image of the other one coming through, so it looks like a double exposure. So we'll just try it on screen. Again, push the opacity up slightly, it's too much. Pull it down, and you can just see the other image like a double exposure effect. One more I'm going to try is overlay, and then push the opacity slightly up. Well, actually, I think that one works the best, overlay, so I think I'd go for that one. But again, there's so many blend modes you can apply to see what effect you like most. So today we looked at 4 quick Photoshop effects: image inside text, text cutout effect, 3D shadow effect, and a double exposure effect. Let me know in the comments which one was your favourite. And that's it, 5 effects you can apply to any design. If you found this helpful, then please consider giving me a like and subscribing to the channel for more productive tips and tricks in InDesign, Photoshop and Illustrator. And just before you go, check out my next video here. And like always, thanks and keep creating.